Yes, I'm very impressed with these youngsters. They've worked hard in only a few days, and they've brought together their ideas and their creativity in the space of 2 or 3 days, and seem to be in the way to creating themselves 3 movements, 3 little works of music, which they're clearly ready to perform for an audience in Utrecht on Friday night. It's a work I wrote in 1989. It was one of my first orchestral works, and a lot of the fast music in it is very rhythmic and can be quite jazzy, and it represents or reflects some of my interests in Stravinsky's music and so on. There's also some elements of Scottish traditional music which has come into the slow music in the middle. And these are the ideas that these youngsters have picked up on in this project, and have built their own music out of similar generic concepts. Perhaps the youngsters latch on to the fact that these ideas have been worked through in the past by major figures like Stravinsky, who we associate very much with strong rhythms and vivid colours. Maybe they haven't heard much Stravinsky already, but the hope is that, having seen this kind of music from the inside as composers themselves, these youngsters will then go and discover great composers from the past and present, like Stravinsky and others. They're experts in their field, and that's why the MCO and the orchestra here have employed Fraser and Susie to work with them on this project. They have done this for many years and are 2 of the best animators of this kind.
Yeah, I think what might be different from the norm is the fact that the young people here have had a chance to come and work here at the MCO and actually come to this building and work not as school children but work as artists. And they've had a chance to create their own music and meet a composer who's living and working today and is having his music performed here over the weekend. I don't think a project like this is going to suddenly make somebody appreciate contemporary classical music and turn from a fan of rock and pop to suddenly want to hear contemporary music. I think it's about showing them what worlds of music exist out there and why they exist, and pointing out the things that are in common between those worlds and things that are different, and why the music of those different worlds operates as it does. And at the end of the day, it is all music, and there are some very key things that are in common, and the idea of performing something relates to whatever genre you're into. You have to do the same things to make the music, rehearse it, put it together and perform it.
I think they've all brought themselves and their concentration and their focus, and that's been really lovely for us to work with.
Wij krijgen eigenlijk nauwelijks dingen meer mee van klassieke muziek. En eigenlijk wordt er altijd door ons geroepen, klassieke muziek, dat is toch hartstikke saai en vervelend. Maar door dit project krijg je er wel steeds meer waardering voor.
Ik denk wel dat ik door dit project anders naar klassieke muziek ben gaan kijken dan dat ik normaal gesproken doe. En ik denk dat je er ook wel van leert om sowieso voor andere dingen open te staan en niet gelijk van het eerste beste te zeggen van ga saai, voordat je het eerst geprobeerd hebt.
Uiteindelijk blijft klassiek toch de basis voor de meeste andere muziekstijlen en dat moet je toch wel kunnen waarderen, vind ik. En ik kan door dit project kan ik wel klassieke muziek beter waarderen dan eerst.
Ik denk dat als dit onderwijs zou verdwijnen, dat jongeren zeker naar klassieke muziek hetzelfde blijven kijken en alleen maar in hokjes blijven denken. En ik denk dat het ook heel erg je denkbeeld verbreedt en de manier waarop jij naar dingen, vooral naar nieuwe dingen kijkt.
Ja, dat zou ik zeer zonde vinden, want het verbreedt echt je beeld op klassieke muziek. En het zou erg zonde zijn, want anders heb je jongeren die alleen maar van de hedendaagse muziek zoals pop en rock houden. En klassiek gewoon negeren en afschrijven als slechte muziek. En dan zou dus ook steeds minder geld van de overheid zou bijvoorbeeld naar klassieke muziek gaan. En zou dat op een gegeven moment ophouden te bestaan en dat zou zeer zonde zijn.